Hey guys, welcome to Farmer's Delight, but for Minecraft Bedrock Edition. This add-on brings an array of new foods to your Minecraft experience. It introduces new crops, new recipes, new foods, new tools, cooking pots, and so much more. Crops will generate throughout your world. Mobs can drop different kinds of food. There's even a cutting board so you can slice up those recipes. And after a hard day's labor of exploring, you can come home, use the cooking pot, and craft something like the squid ink pasta. And yes, in case you are wondering, squid ink pasta is a food in this. Hey everyone, my name is Echo. Hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Very recently, I've been playing a lot of Minecraft Java Edition, and this is in fact one of the mods that I've been using. Somebody ported it over to Bedrock Edition, and it recently caught my eye. So I wanted to do a add-on showcase because I checked YouTube and nobody's really done a tutorial or a guide on how this actually works. There is only one feature which I can't get to work. So if you're the creator of this, please help us out. The creator of this is Poppy200Mine. I'll leave a link down below so you can check them out, and also the download link. One final thing, I'm also using another add-on which will indicate what you are looking at. This can be incredibly useful for an add-on like this. And the reason why is because if you're new to the crops, you can see here I'm looking at wild onions. It saves you having to break them all the time and then replant them down. But yes, there are onions. And if you're looking at it on the floor, it will tell you how many are there. So when you join the world for the first time, you'll be given the Farmer's Book. Now, this is a complete guide on how this works, down to the new types of farmland, cooking boards, cooking pots, skillets, the cabinets, and so much more. So I recommend keeping this on you. Don't worry, if you're checking this out in survival, you can craft more. So let's start with the basics. Let's start with how to plant the add-on crops, because it does say add-on crops cannot be planted on the vanilla farmland. You will need the new block, which is called the light dirt. So what you would have to do here is your stacks of dirt that you have collected inside of a crafting table, place it in there. You're then going to end up with a new block, which is the delight dirt. But you're not done there. Just like your regular dirt or grass, you are going to have to hoe this as well. So just go ahead and hoe this. Now, crops such as these around your world, which you will find them quite frequently, can now be harvested and also planted on there. So we have things like wild beetroot seeds, plants. Same with cabbages. Same with carrots, onions, potatoes, and also rice. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if there are even more available, but what we will do is I'll go ahead and change my game mode to survival, and we'll grab a whole bunch of these, because if I was to try and plant an onion on here, it does say this plant can only be planted in the delight farmland or on the rich soil, which we will get into. Also, over time, this might desaturate, so I'm pretty sure you also need water as well. But as you guys can see, the onions have been planted. And yes, they work very similar to your regular crops. As you guys see, we did get potatoes and carrots. I believe these can be planted on both, but we'll try this here, actually. Can we place these on here? No, you can't. Okay, so if you do find the carrots or the potatoes, they have to be done on the regular one. We've got cabbage seeds as well. They can be bone mealed, same with these. And then obviously, this is where your recipes begin. I think Minecraft is definitely crying out for more crops. So we also have rich soil and rich soil farmland. Now, what I do want to do here is tell you guys that you can get this through organic compost. Now, if you just type in, let's go to organic, you'll see here, this is going to be the recipe for this. We've got straw. Again, as we go along, you're going to learn how things work. But the more you play around with this, the more that you will pick up. So one thing I do want to tell you guys about this is, as you guys know, you can't plant down any form of mushroom unless it's kind of nighttime. If you do have this rich soil, you can actually plant down your mushrooms, which means you can then create yourself a mushroom farm, not having to wait for certain light levels. And I like that. As for the rich soil farmland, this is even better than the Delight farmland. So if you guys want your crops to grow a little bit faster, then you're definitely going to be wanting to use something like this. And we do have the cabbage and the tomato seeds. What else have we got inside of here? There's so many things. You've got rice, which we managed to get. We've got the beetroots, which can this be planted on here? It would have been nice if you could plant them on the same one, but let's just grab ourselves a little bit of bone meal here. So this one's the cabbage, and this one is, ooh, okay. With the tomato, you can just right-click this, and then you can pick this up. Oh, that's really, really nice. It even tells you how many you've got, which is 11. My favorite thing in this add-on is the cabinets, the cutting boards, and the knives, because these are even more useful than you think. Now, the cabinets themselves, these are essentially just chests where you can store your foods and other ingredients. And they do come in various different designs, such as warped, spruce, oak, mangrove, crimson, jungle, cherry, and even bamboo. Now, in terms of crafting these, head over to your crafting table and just type in cabinets. So we just type in cabinets. You can see all of the recipes here. They're typically just done with the slabs and the corresponding trapdoors. The cutting board, however, is just done with 2 sticks and 4 planks. And as for the knives, you can use these with 1 stick and the corresponding item. And yes, we do have a flint version. Once you've crafted a knife, crafted yourself a cutting board, if you just right-click on the cutting board, these items will stay here. They will never disappear. It's the same for foods. It's the same for logs. Same for the tunic. And same for some specific blocks, which we will get into. And these are so awesome. So let's go with... we'll go with this one. This is a netherite one. I also would like to try myself the flint one as well. Now, when it comes to ingredients... the ingredients can be things like chicken. It can be things like pork chops, beef, mutton, you name it. There are tons and tons of different recipes with this. Same applies for this. You can just tap on this and place the corresponding food on there. I know, like, the explanation above is kind of freaking out a little bit. It does sometimes. But if you grab yourself a knife and just right-click on specific foods, we've just turned the chicken into chicken cutlets, which can be cooked. And it just means that you're not going to be using all of the foods at once. And it's so awesome to mess around with. I haven't actually figured out what each one drops. That one makes bacon. This one makes the patties, right? Is it the patties? Minced beef, which are good for burgers. The mutton, this one is going to make us chops. Aha. And everything that you are seeing here can be cut. It doesn't look like the rabbit can actually be cut. The fish, I'm guessing it can be done into fillet, right? This one is to a cod slice, salmon slice. And same applies. Every single one of them can be cooked. And there's just so many things that you can mess around with. So you're probably wondering, why on earth do I have an oak block, a leather tunic, and an amethyst block floating there? Well, these can actually be cut up as well. Now, it does not work with a knife. It's not your standard way, but this will ruin the durability because you're trying to cut it up. It doesn't work that way. When it comes to logs, and this can be done with many different logs, you want to use yourself an axe. If you right-click it, you will be given the stripped version of that block, but also tree bark. As of right now, bark can be transferred into paper. So you get yourself the bark, but you also get your desired log. When it comes to anything leather, you want to use shears, and this will turn it into a fresh piece of leather, which you can then craft it into anything you want. As for amethyst, you're using something like a pick. You right-click it. You can end up with things like amethyst shards. And there are many different options here. Please revert to the wiki page if you want to know what you can make. So let's take cooking to a whole new level. We have the cooking pot. We have the stove. The stove needs to be underneath the cooking pot. Again, with the recipes, if we just type in cook, you'll see here, this is the recipe for making this. And if we just change this to stove, it will tell you the specific recipes. Relatively easy to make. This has to be on this. in order for you to get access to, let's get rid of this. These are absolutely everything you are able to make. If you just tap on a specific item and you need to do this in survival, it does not appear if you're in creative. It took me a very long time to figure that out. You can make yourself glowberry custard. You can make yourself cabbage rolls, pasta with meatballs, you name it, it's all available inside of there. So what I have done here is gathered a whole bunch of ingredients. And you'll see here the specific ones we are able to make. I'm able to make myself some beef stew. And I can obviously eat the beef stew, which I'm not currently hungry right now. But there's just so many different options. It's so cool to see. Some of these can actually be placed down. So I want to have a quick look at some of the recipes that we can make. So the tomato opens up tons of different recipes, including the squid ink pasta, tomato soup. We have baked cod. There's so many. Can this one be placed down? These ones can't currently be placed down. So again, I'm still messing around with this myself, but they're just really cool recipes. And we do also have ourselves some wheat dough here. So I'm curious about this. If we place this on there, I think in order for me to do this, I might actually need a knife. Grab ourselves a knife. Aha! That is how you get pasta. You need dough. And again, if you want to make something, you type in dough. Not like that. You can see the recipes that are available. I'm curious, if I was to go ahead and put this inside of there. No, it doesn't make anything. The tomato can be transferred back into seeds. Can eggs be done with anything? No, they can't. So the one feature that does not seem to be working, in every YouTube video I checked out from other creators, they never actually showed if this worked or not. And this is to do with the skillet. So if we were to go back in here and type in skillets, the recipe for this is this. It's basically a frying pan. Now, Minecraft Java Edition, well, this works the same... Hello, sheep. This works the same way. You just got to tap it. If you tap in a specific area, you can see here that the crops can be placed inside of there. And I was expecting to get some eggs. I don't actually think it currently works at the moment. What's meant to happen over a period of time is that these pop off and they're meant to be cooked. It would be a cooked cod, cooked beef, cooked potato, and even cooked eggs. But I've left it there for a while and nothing seems to happen. I left it on the floor. Same applies. Now, for those who want to know how to do this, you've got to be looking in the specific direction. I think this has just been recreated using the campfire, but the food doesn't pop off. If anyone knows how to fix that, or if the creator knows how to fix that, please let me know. We also have the tomato, onion, cabbage, beetroot, potato, and the carrot crate. And this is just simply done with a whole stack of a specific ingredient. But now we get into the more advanced kind of foods. So we have things like sushis, and you can individually take these out. They're so cool. So what's this one? This one's a salmon roll. What else did we get inside of here? We have ourselves a cod roll. And these, it's all done with a bowl, apparently. So if I was to go back inside of here, right? Does it tell me what I can make? I can remake this. And this can be placed down. So this one's honey glazed ham, roasted chicken, shepherd's pie, stuffed pumpkin, and we also have cheesecake. And I think I put a couple inside of here. So let's see what we can make. If I was to go inside of here, it's going to tell me how to make myself steak and potatoes, which... Nope, this can't be placed down. Well, again, they can be consumed. Now, the Java version has a lot more on offer. But for a mod / add-on for Minecraft Bedrock Edition, this is really, really impressive. Now, I didn't show you guys this, but if we go and get ourselves a knife, which we're going to do here, we go to a mob such as a pig, right-click on them. This produces ham, which, again, can be eaten. You don't got to attack it, but you can do / enchant... at P and do like looting 3. So some of these can still be done. If we do / summon pig, does this give you... Oh, I can't kill you. That's mean. Does this give you even more? Try one more time. It doesn't seem to be the case. But anyway, I hope this video has helped you out. It's such a pleasure, and you can definitely decorate your house with so much more and a functional kitchen. If you guys have any questions, leave them in the comment section. Have a wonderful day. See you next time.